With Home Gym Con around the corner this week, I thought it'd be a great time to go over 3 pieces of equipment that I think everybody should have in their home gym that are quite often overlooked. So let's get to it. So the first piece of equipment I want to go over that a lot of people overlook is the glute ham roller. So as its name implies, it helps a lot with strengthening the glutes and hamstrings, but it does a lot more than that if you have a good imagination. So I've done some thorough Thursdays with this video where I do reverse lunges and other different movements of that nature, but also glute hamstring curls are a great exercise to do with this one. And also I do a lot of rollouts with my clients on this because one, it's a little bit easier than doing it on a barbell, but also two, instead of just using an ab wheel, I have multiple pieces of equipment in this single piece. It takes up less space than just having a few different ab wheels and other pieces of equipment needed to do some of those other movements. I can do many of them with this single piece. Now also, another thing I like about it is that you can do a lot of movements without impact. So when I do lunges and things of that nature, I can teach and almost rehab a lot of people because there's no impact with that movement and they can focus on keeping tension within the muscles throughout the entire movement. So this is by far one of my favorite pieces of equipment that I think people should have in their home gym, especially when you consider how small it is and how cheap it is. So another often overlooked piece of equipment that I think most people should have in their home gym is a set of jammer arms. So the reason I say it's often overlooked is because of its price. So they're typically a little bit more expensive, but when you look at the amount of different variation of movements you can do with it and the minimal amount of floor space they take up, it's kind of a no-brainer. So when they're at rest, they're just simply in line with your rack. So they virtually take no space at all when they're not in use. Now, when they are in use, depending on how you're using them, they do extend from the rack a bit, but realistically, you should probably have that space to begin with if you're doing different movements in your home gym to begin with. So the reason I like these for the different variation is because it helps you use a lot of different machines that you typically couldn't fit in your home gym, such as chest supported rows, shoulder presses, and a bunch of different companies have used different attachments. So you could even do things like hamstring curls and leg extensions. And here in the gym all the time, I do standing hip abductions. So as you can see, it's an extremely versatile, well-built piece of equipment that's extremely simple. So again, I know the price point scares a lot of people on it, but when you look at what you get out of it, not only the amount of variations you can use, but the longevity in your training you can achieve with those different movements, I think it's well worth the investment. So the glute ham reverse hyper combo is by far one of my favorite pieces of equipment. So you'll see this in top tier athletic facilities, recreational gyms, and even home gyms. Now it is a big piece of equipment and it can take up quite a bit of floor space, but that is well worth it when you consider the versatility of this machine, the amount of different exercises you can do on it, and also the longevity benefits of this exercise. So if you have been training for quite a while or you're aging and you have a lot of low back issues, this is a great machine for you. So as you can see here, I'm going to have quite a few different exercises I filmed with this. So obviously the glute ham raise and the reverse hyper are the first 2 exercises you can do with it, but you can do so many other different things such as face pulls, single arm rows, crossbody rows, skull crushers, donkey kicks. Only one thing that limits you on this machine is that's just your imagination. So just know that it's on a pendulum swing, so the tension's going to be a little bit different throughout it. And when you get off the machine, you want to make sure you ease the weight down so it doesn't just keep swinging in place and hit you as you get off the machine. So I hope you guys like this video where I go over the must-have gym equipment for your home gym. If you have any questions about training at your own facility or how to develop a strength program for your own home gym, please visit the website agogeperformance.com.